Morning, Tubbers. I've just done a quick piece on a subject that I started on yesterday, and now it's what are we on? Tuesday the 5th today of April, and I'm up in Wakefield, sat on the bay, ready to be unloaded. Last week I went to see Eddie the Eagle Edwards at the cinema. I took my, in fact, on this one particular day, I think I'd been to Wakefield, and I was racing the clock to get home in order to get to the cinema in time. My son was off school last week because it's Easter. My wife had the day off, and I really wanted to go and watch the film as well, so we toddled. And I think I'm very picky, and I'm not easily pleased, and I loved every single second of that film, as did my son, as did my wife. We all come out with the same warm feeling, you know. And I think I'm a bit of a tufty bloke, you know. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but nevertheless, you know. But I had a tear in my eye, and I really did. It's the father-son bit at the end that connects with me. That does, and I just thoroughly. I mean, we all know what happened. Yeah, we know he went to the Olympics, and we know he jumped. We know he come stone dead last, but it didn't matter, did it? We all got behind him because he was showing guts to do it. It was his dream he was chasing, etc. And he was a bit of an underdog, and we love an underdog in this country, don't we? We really do love an underdog, you know. And I think that's what sums us up, British people. That we've often been underdogs. I mean, the Second World War. I mean, you look at the setup that Hitler had. There should have been no way that man lost the war. No way on God's given earth that man should have lost the war. But what he didn't understand was heart. He didn't take that into consideration, because, no disrespect to the Germans, and my wife was born in Germany, but a lot of the time they don't tend to think with hearts. You know, they're very methodical people, they have processes, etc. I know that might be a stereotype, but yeah, and he didn't he certainly didn't take into account the British heart. And I think that's what we love about the underdog. We were the underdogs, yet we made good, is what we did. We beat the evil tyrant away. So I can honestly recommend you go watch it. Now, that's personal preference. You might go and be bored silly. You know, some people like lots of visual effects and amazing soundtracks and that kind of thing. But I'm just not. I've never been into that. I've never been into. You can keep your 3D films. That's for damn sure. I hate sat in the cinemas with a pair of them things on. It puts me right off. If I look at first thing I do is look that it's in 2D. I don't. My brain converts it into 3 dimensions. I don't need glasses to do it for me. I can imagine. You know, I've got imagination. And I hate films, and they are Hollywood films that come out, and they're all about the visual effects and how much money they spent on those visual effects. Avatar. I've never been so bored. I think I got 5 minutes in and switched it off. And it's always been the same. The Matrix. You know, give me a good storyline where you've got plots and something get your grey matter working on. You keep your visual effects. I'm happy with my old style films. Oh yeah, that's so I'm giving it a double thumbs up. Eddie the Eagle Edwards. You know, a nice, easygoing film. Take the missus or whatever. You do far worse. But the ironic thing was, we went down Wednesday last week, a day after it had been released. I believe its official release day was the Tuesday. And the local cinema at Grantham, it's only got 2 screens. And we got there nice and early. And then the queue started to form. And, oh, bloody hell, this is busy. And then the doors opened up for the Eddie the Eagle. for the longest while, there was only 3 of us sat in there. I thought, oh, what's this all about? And the irony of it all is that all those people in the foyer were there to watch Batman v Superman. Come on! Batman! Do you not get that? Batman versus Superman. 2 good guys squaring off. You can't have that. You just can't. 2 heroes fighting each other. Oh yeah, but it was what's it turned them against each other. I don't care. And it's a classic visual effects film. And they're like sheep. We've got must go watch Batman versus Superman. Bah! Off the title. Come on, use your brains. You've got all these families queuing up, not for a bit of good old-fashioned light-hearted entertainment, but no, watch 2 good guys knock 10 barrels of crap out of each other. What's the world come to, eh? Oh man. But yeah, there was, in the end, there must have been 20 people in our screening for Eddie the Eagle, and it was quite a friendly little group of people. You know, we were chatting amongst each other before we went in, and you know, everybody was laughing, and they all got the tears in their eyes. And when I come out, there's these 2 lads with a family. I said, "You see, that was better than Batman versus Superman, wasn't it?" He went, "Yeah." So I just find that ironic that the world had gone to see 2 good guys knock 10 bags of crap out of each other, as opposed to Eddie the Eagle. So yeah, forget your Superman v Batman. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that they'd made a film. I thought, nah, that can't be. No, it don't make sense. Well, it's a blockbuster. It's the #1 best-selling film, says the Guardian. Yeah, whatever. You keep your #1 best-selling film. I got me Eddie. In fact, all 3 of us want to go back and watch it again, because it'll be a while before it's released, and it's definitely one of them films that we should buy. Definitely. One of them feel-good films. We've got several of them in our family. Several of them films. When we take the caravan on holiday, or we sold the caravan, but we got the big tent now. But we have a little collection, and in that collection, you'd got Uncle Buck. And if you don't know what that is, seek it out and go watch it. Trains, Planes and Automobiles, or Planes, Trains and Automobiles, with John Candy and Steve Martin. That's another cracking film. Cool Runnings, of course. Home Alone 2. Yeah. So this Eddie the Eagle Edwards will slot comfortably into that lineup. So when we take the flat screen away with us, the DVD player thing, we can watch that. So yeah, get yourself some of that. Good film. It is a good film. Don't look at me like that. It's a good film. I know what's makes a good film. Right. Well, my green light's on. As you saw, he took the keys from me. So, hopefully he'll be back before too long. What we got on? What we got? We've got a brewery to go to next. So I've got a 1 dropper there, a 2 dropper there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drops now. Then I'm done. Then I should be collecting, no doubt. I'm still having problems with Google Maps. For the longest time I used Google Maps and it was flawless, absolutely flawless. And just these past few weeks it's been dropping its satellite. No, I don't mean that it was holding it and it dropped it. The signal went, and it's been doing it today. I've switched my phone off. I shall switch it on again. Hopefully that might sort it. But yeah, I just can't think what it would be. I've tried taking some data off my phone, cleaning my apps up. My son loaded a few games onto my phone, so I've took them off. I was figuring I was running close to my maximum on my storage, but it's not made any difference. So I might take the phone home tonight and I shall remove Google Maps and reinstall a fresh version, see if that makes a difference, because that will hopefully have the updates and whatnot. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, otherwise I should be forced to purchase a satellite navigation unit, which I don't really want to do. So I've been getting on well with it, Google Maps, and I'm not worried about weight limits and bridge heights and whatnot. As a new driver, I was terrified of approaching a bridge and not registering how low it was. But it just seems like you're drawn to it. As soon as there's a sign for a bridge, you're drawn to it just to look at the height. And same with weight restriction and width restrictions. You know, if it tells you to go down somewhere, take the next right turn, you'll be approaching it, and you'll know when you come into the junction, well, actually this looks a bit tight, it looks a bit residentially. Is that a word, residentially? Or have I just made a word up? Residentially. Yeah, looks a bit residentially. So you'll be looking for a weight restriction sign. You know, and if it is, you just carry on a bit further down the road. Find a route around it. It's not rocket science, it's not difficult. So I don't personally think you absolutely need a, here's my man, need a truck sat nav.
Should exit number there.
Thank you, buddy. Is it, it's not a one-way system, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It is, yes.
Oh,
So you go there, turn right,
yeah,
straight up to the top, and there's a little box to punch that number in and get along.
great, thank you very much, sir.
Cheers.
See you later. Right. That's something to consider. I'll catch you later. Not before I go and shut my doors, mind.